Hey guys, welcome to tonight's Crime My Body overview call. This is Austin Tice, and it's my pleasure to be able to host this call with two amazing women that I work with. One, Miss Sherry Minke, and the other, Miss Sarah Haywood. I can promise you, you are in great hands, and you're going to get some really cool information tonight regarding what Crime My Body is, how our brand might be able to bring value to you and your family on your journey as you pursue wellness, that best version of yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And then, of course, what our brand is allowing people to do inside of the plant-based wellness space, particularly regarding hemp. You know, that plant called cannabis everybody's been talking about. It seems like that no matter where you turn, whether it's a bookstore looking at the magazine section, or on Facebook or Instagram, or on any of your favorite news stations you might be watching, local, national, whatever, people are talking about it. And rightfully so. It's one of the few things that anyone in our government can actually agree upon, that cannabis is good and that people should probably be using it in some way, shape, or form. So with all that being said, there's going to be two things that, really I would say we're going to address tonight. Number one is, what is the likelihood that you or someone you know is going to be spending money on hemp products either today, tomorrow, sometime in the future? Something you're carrying in your purse, something that sits in the console of your car, your backpack, your medicine cabinet, the cabinet in your bathroom, putting something on your face. A lot of options there. And then the second question that we're going to address is, it's not really a matter of whether the first question is a reality, because I believe that it is, at least for the overwhelming majority. But the second is being aware of that. Have you figured out a way how you can position yourself, both on a domestic scale and a global scale, in a way that you can benefit financially from what's happening inside of the hemp industry? To me, it's an industry that's super sexy because it's really good for people and it's really good for the planet. So there's not anything I have to look the other way and pretend doesn't exist with it, because I really do like everything about it. And so our goal tonight, Sherry, Sarah, and myself, is to bring you up to speed on all the things that we're really excited about, that we believe if you begin to really internalize the way we have, you'll get excited about too. So we know, with that being said, the hemp industry just in the United States last year did roughly $600 million in sales. Now, what's fascinating about that number is it's anticipated to grow to upwards of 20 to 25 billion in sales just in the next 3 years. Now, what that means for our company is that we're well out in front of this growth. We were responsible for roughly, give or take, 10% of that 600 million last year in the United States. We did just around 50 million in sales. And so without question, debate, argument, or negotiation, we're a company that's leading the way, not just in the revenue that we're producing, but in the data that we're producing, the science that we're providing in regards to what hemp can do for people on their wellness journey. A lot of people are excited about it, not just to be consumers of it, but with these stats, they're looking at how they can position themselves and their family from a business perspective as well. Again, we're going to talk about all of those things tonight. Navigating our ship here at Crime My Body, our CEO, Paul Rogers. Paul's someone I've known for over a decade. He's a great friend. He's a really great guy. His mom and dad are like my grandparents. He's someone I enjoy being around. But setting that aside for a second, his resume is pretty impressive. This is a gentleman that started many companies throughout his career. He's been involved in the network marketing space for coming up on 3 decades. Most of that time has been as an executive. In fact, one of the companies he was president of that he helped put together and launch was one that went from pretty small, getting started, to upwards of $70 million a month. That same company he took around the world, in Latin America, of course, here in the United States, Europe, Middle East, and all throughout Asia. So to me, that's exciting, because what we're seeing unfold in hemp isn't just a United States thing. Without question, it's a global thing. And then lastly, it was a company that Paul took public on the NASDAQ from a penny stock to over $30 a share. So, if you're going to build a company and do it well, and not just do it well, but around the world, you need to have a guy that's done it before and that understands how to overcome the inherent obstacles and challenges that will, without question, arise. Paul surrounded himself with some really incredible people, a lot of which I've known as long or longer than Paul. Chris Fleck, our content specialist. That's just a fancy word for does all of our writing, all of our social media. One of my best friends for over 10 years. James, Jen, Yuling, a lot of the programming, coding, overseeing customer support, the experiences that people have here at Prime My Body. And then in addition to that, as we're opening and expanding into other countries, you'll see Kaz Takara up on your top right, our GM of Japan, Buddy Byington, our Chief Operating Officer, and then, of course, Brian Cummings, one of my best friends of over 20 years. That's hard to believe. But our Chief Marketing Officer and also one of our co-founders as well. And then last but certainly not least, Mary Mix, our Executive Vice President, and been a right hand of our CEO, Paul Rogers, for quite a long time. You know, Andy Warhol once said in one of his many famous quotes that the future is here, it's just not available for everybody. And in regards to health and wellness, particularly health care, I don't know that that statement could be more true. And what Dr. Ron is doing in his clinic out of Houston, Texas, is absolutely turning the healthcare industry upside down in a really good way. You know, I think people are getting sick and tired of just going to the doctor and having a pill handed to them to address a symptom. I believe that inside people want to find wellness. They want to feel their best. They want to look their best, but they just need a blueprint on how to do it. They want to figure out what's creating the symptom so they can address that, not the symptom with a pill. And that's what Dr. Ron's doing in his clinic. It's why he's now running the largest integrative medicine clinic in the United States and really leading the way and showing people how they can be empowered to take control of their mental, physical, and emotional health, which is a really, really exciting thing. Dr. Ron, we're blessed to have him as our chief medical advisor, but also someone that has put a great team together that as we put together and develop more and more products here at Prime My Body, we have some of the best minds in the world doing it. Dr. Encore Mehta, a medical advisory board member, does spinal surgeries out of Houston. People are flying all around the world to see him, and also doing some pretty incredible stuff with stem cell therapy, pre and post-op work with our hemp oil, or I should say hemp extract as well. And then Dr. Krista Long, an absolute sweetheart, really a great person. One thing I can say about all these people, just really big hearts. And that's one of the things that's I consider to be a real blessing to work with for those reasons, but brilliant minds as well. And so as we expand our hemp extract into lines that can serve other family members, furry family members, I should say, and dogs and cats, Dr. Ong is helping us to do that as well. This is something that as our company really began to explode, one of the reasons for it was hemp oil. And whenever we launched, it was a predominantly CBD oil with very moderate, small amounts of other cannabinoids. Since then, as we've seen our company explode into the tens of millions, 50 million, as I said, in 2018, what we began to look deeper into was two things. How we can improve upon our original product, our original oil that created so much excitement, but then also how we could respond to the marketplace. It's becoming a really noisy market since the 2018 Farm Bill was launched and everyone's wanting to get involved in the hemp extract, hemp oil, CBD world. So one of the things we began to ask ourselves was, how could we most effectively activate the endocannabinoid system? And so what we wanted to do was create an oil that we call Recept, or an extract, I should say. I apologize. Old habits die hard. That activated all of those cannabinoid receptors in the most effective way possible. And that is exactly what we've done. And this is a product that we've created that has 500 milligrams of the oh so famous that you've probably heard of, CBD, but maybe one you haven't heard of. Another cannabinoid called CBG that's absolutely amazing. In fact, I call it the CEO's, or if you're a female watching, the SheEO's cannabinoid. Just amazing focus, clarity, groundedness, really tuned in and able to deliver on cue. It kind of reminds me on those days when you have that perfect cup of coffee with no jitters and no anxiety, and you're like, man, I wish coffee made me feel like this every day. That's what this makes me feel like every time I use it. It's really simple to take. You'll unscrew it, squeeze a little in there, drop it in your mouth. You don't have to hold it under your tongue. The delivery system's so unique that it absorbs instantaneously. And of course, no THC, no ethanol, no GMOs, and all of our hemp is organically sourced from these great United States of America. In addition to those cannabinoids, we've got 7 terpenes. All of these work together to create a beautiful synchronistic, what we call entourage effect. And what that does is, in a, like I said, really effective way, activate the endocannabinoid system in the body. Sarah, you've been a part of our company for a long time, I believe over 2 years. You're building an incredible business. You're also a consumer of all of our products. You've not only used ours, but I also know you keep an ear to the ground paying attention to everything else out there. The liposomal delivery, the ability to get really good absorption here. Would you mind talking a little bit about what separates our hemp extract from many others on the market and why absorption is so important in activating the endocannabinoid system?
Absolutely.
And by the way, Sarah, thanks for being on. It's good to see you. You look great, even though that box is a little tiny in my corner.
Awesome. Yeah, I just want to send a warm welcome to any guests who are checking out our company and what we're building here. We're really grateful and excited to be sharing this with you. And, you know, honestly, it's because of this delivery and because of Paul Rogers and the amazing team that's here that I'm here doing this, is because we really do have a head above the rest, and Paul's committed to that. So it's something that he already has his ear to the ground of what's coming next. You know, he's very clear that this isn't the end all be all for us, but something that is really, really important is the delivery, and that is how it's getting into your body. Because if your body can't absorb it and use it, then we're just peeing it out. And I heard Austin say that Americans have the most expensive pee in the world, and it's so true. We just take all these vitamins and supplements, but your body can't really absorb them if they have to go through the GI tract first, and then it gets broken down. So essentially the key is absorbing it instantly. And when we put that extract under our tongue and hold it there for 30 to 60 seconds, what happens is it actually passes through the capillaries in the mouth. It goes directly into the brain, into the bloodstream, and to these receptors that then cue the body to start creating its own cannabinoids. So there's a lot of magic here. There's a lot of science behind it too. And essentially the way that we do it is using sound vibration to separate the molecules so that they're so tiny that they can actually pass through the capillaries the moment that it hits your mouth, actually in 35 milliseconds. So we definitely have something that is better than anything else out there. And if somebody says, you know, I'm taking a CBD oil, ask them how it's delivered, because most people have no idea, first of all, and that's what's going to get them to take a look at our particular one.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I appreciate the fact that, you know, when someone uses our hemp extract, they're going to feel and experience the benefits instantly. And it's an exciting thing. Every time I hand this to someone, I think I become just as excited as I was the first time I used it, because I'm like, I cannot wait to see how this works for them. Just to highlight a couple of things that we probably touched on, a couple, maybe we haven't. Organically grown, American sourced hemp. This is a formula that we created. We own it, Prime My Body. So you're not going to walk into a Whole Foods and see it being sold there, or a Walmart for that matter, or an Amazon. This is a nanotechnology. And basically what that means, it's just a really fancy scientific word for highlighting the things Sarah just talked about, increasing absorption, getting that good all up in your body so you can experience the gnarly benefits that hemp has to offer. No THC, no ethanol, no dairy, no gluten, no soy, no GMOs. In addition to those cannabinoids, CBD, CBG, you've got 7 active terpenes as well working together to activate that endocannabinoid system in your body. It's a peppermint extract that helps with flavoring. It's manufactured in a kosher and halal facility. And then that glass dropper I talked about is not only for accurate delivery and putting it in your mouth so you can get the exact amount you want, it also prevents leaking. So if you chunk it in your purse, your console of your car, whatever, you're not going to get any leaking. I really look at this like a fine wine. I really do. The more if you were a wine drinker, or whether you are or aren't, you know, you sit down with a sommelier and he can walk you through, or she can walk you through the different flavors you're going to experience on your palate. And as someone takes Reset for the first time, I walk them through that same process. On the front end, you're going to really experience a little bit of that peppermint extract as it begins to sit on your palate and move towards the middle, outer parts of the back. You're going to begin to experience those terpenes, notes of citrus, black pepper, spice, maybe even a little heat. And then as you swallow, you're going to get that mint, clean, crisp, dry finish with a little citrus notes on the back. It really is an experience, not just on your palate, but in your mind and in your emotional, just etheric being, that the more you use, the more you can calibrate and attune yourself to this energy, I think you can begin to appreciate it that much more. The next slide just highlights a little bit of what makes us different from some of the leading brands out there. What this is highlighting is the difference between us and them. It's not because we want to put anyone down. A lot of these products are really good. It's just that we get asked all of the time, what makes you different? And so we went to their websites, we downloaded their certificate of analysis, and we compiled a chart showing exactly what separates us from the rest. The person that invited you out to this Zoom tonight can walk you through more of these details if you'd like to know, but a nice visual to see how much different we are and how much further we've gone to make sure that we're saturating and activating that endocannabinoid system in the body. Looking at what's happening in the world, there's probably 2 ingredients that are going to be talked about today and months and years moving forward more than any in the supplement world. One is hemp, the other is nitric oxide. Nitric oxide has some amazing benefits, not only internally, but specifically with the heart, but also externally in its ability to provide capillary recruitment on the face to bring vital nutrients to the skin when put alongside hemp to provide an anti-inflammatory response that's just giving people the most amazing responses in regards to fine lines and wrinkles and helping to restore a youthful glow and appearance on their face. This product, to highlight a few things before we dive in further: no GMOs, no artificial fragrances, no parabens, no sulfates, and none of this has ever been tested on any of those family members that we love, specifically pets, animals, stuff like that. As far as how it works, nitric oxide production in the body as we age naturally goes down, like many things. And so to be able to provide an alternative for people, for most, begins to yield some pretty quick results. As I mentioned, it's supporting increased capillary recruitment, helping with skin pigmentation, invigorating a very youthful complexion, and helps promote, as I mentioned earlier, a boost of nutrient absorption and a recirculation along the face and neck, where you use it, even the top of the chest area here in both women and men. You can see in these before afters, not only fine lines, wrinkles, scarring, sun exposure. These are all women that I know. The only thing missing on this slide is a few of my guy friends that are using it. So we need to get them on there. But it's a really amazing product. Sherry, I know you've seen friends of yours online using this. Talk a little bit about, you just see so many people on social media posting before afters. What does that mean to you as an affiliate, but also as someone? I know you're like me. A good day is a sunny day, and a better day is a sunny day when we're in the sun. And so what does it look like for you as you evaluate what this introduction into our company means to have something like this, and the results that you're seeing people get as well?
Yeah, thank you, Austin. It's great to be on here with you guys tonight. Sarah, what a great description of what makes Recept differentiated from anything else. That was awesome. So nitric oxide is something we make in our body, but it decreases over time and creates pretty much the aging in our body. When we have a good nitric oxide flow, it brings oxygen and nutrients to our organs and our tissues. And when we, get decreased in that nitric oxide, we don't nourish those cells and nourish that skin. And so aging happens. We get those fine lines and wrinkles, and we get the sagging. And, what's interesting is a lot of people spend a lot of money on their skincare because we want to look good on the outside. People spend thousands on microneedling. And what this product is doing for people, instead of spending that money on microneedling and having those needles actually go on your face, you can use this product and it increases the blood flow immediately to your skin, and that CBD rushes in and does what it needs to do. And it basically increases collagen production and brings regeneration and healing to your skin. So me personally, I have a teenage son who's 17. We've been struggling with acne for quite a while. And about a year ago, actually a little less, maybe 6 or 8 months ago, he begged me to take him to the dermatologist, and we were trying some of the traditional things. They really weren't working, and they wanted to put him on antibiotics, and I really don't believe in that. And so we started using the Nox as soon as it came out. And I tell you, it is doing amazing things for his face. It's taking away a lot of the cystic outbreaks and the scarring and things like that. So we're super excited. So his picture will be on here soon as he lets me. He's like, no, not yet. But yeah, it's awesome.
That's funny. No, it's really cool to see the results people are getting. This is a brand new product that we just introduced into our brand. We've really proliferated the marketplace with sampling. And then for the first time, actually today, you're able to order personal size bottles. And so it's a flash sale. It's a pre-order. It'll start shipping in 3 to 5 weeks, which is really exciting, and it's highly discounted. So if this is something that you're thinking you want to get your hands on, now might be a good time to do that. In addition to that, we have a Hydrate Pure. It's a Luxe moisturizer. As you can see here on this slide, it's infused with herbaceous herbs, vitamin D, abundant in CBD, helping to boost elasticity, stimulating collagen production, and really enhancing radiance and helping to lessen the appearance of dark spots and wrinkles on the skin. This by itself, I swear to you, is just fantastic. It's a morning or evening time product. My dad even puts it on its hands for whatever that's worth. I think he steals it from my mom. No GMOs, no parabens, no sulfates, no artificial scents, lavender and rose. This stuff is absolutely fantastic, and it pairs so well with the Nox serum. And then, of course, another on-the-skin topical that we've rolled out with, helping with discomfort relief, is a product called Body Therapy. Inside, it's infused with 1,000 milligrams of industrial-strength hemp, deep tissue, muscle tension relief, helping promote the relief from minor injuries and strains. It's been great for pre- and post-workout. I just started playing tennis again. I'm telling you, my right wrist, all up in this area here, man, it's been sore. Even like my thumb, if I didn't know any better, I would think it was from being on Instagram all day, but I'm not. I'm only on there about 35 minutes a day. I know because my phone tells me, but regardless, I've been sore, and I really put this stuff to the test. It's amazing. Sarah, I know you have people using this. A little bit about what you're enjoying sharing the Body Therapy with people.
Yeah, I feel like people just want to rub something on the joints. You know, I've been telling them about sublingually, you want to get it in the cells, in the system, and people are just like, yeah, but do you have a topical? So people really are loving it. And what we've been finding is you really rub it in well, and it really, you get to benefit from it most when you do that. So the report has been nothing short of amazing so far.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's a brand new product. And actually, the more I use it, the more I fall in love with the smell. I mentioned earlier, we care about dogs and cats here at Prime My Body. We look at them like family. And that's why we've come out with a product called Prime My Pet. It's a hemp-infused health blend. So it has a number of ingredients that help to promote overall wellness, joint health, maintenance and mobility, aging animals, anxiety, hips, irritating older animals as well. Really, really great product and helping to provide a lot of value for animals. I know on the 4th of July, my mom and dad's dog, they got a brand new Labradoodle. I swear it's the most human animal I've ever been around in my life. It reminds me of Alf. It just sits there and watches the games that my parents are watching. Well, on the 4th of July, the fireworks were going off, and my mom said the dog was just freaking out. And my mom gave Allie, their dog, some of this Prime My Pet hemp extract, and it's just in a matter of moments. She was totally calm and wasn't barking or freaking out anymore. So just a really, really great addition to the household that can help dogs and cats, and for that matter, any mammal that might be a pet of yours. This was our very first product we created. It's a protein superfood, no dairy, no soy, no gluten, nothing artificial, no GMOs. It's a great on-the-go supplement. If you want to throw your chef's hat on, you can throw bananas, blueberries, coconut oil, or anything else that may strike your fancy in there, but it tastes fantastic if this is all you have. Even in room temperature water, it was a big focus of ours to make sure that it tasted really, really good. And inside of it, you don't just have a protein blend. Some of our favorite superfoods are in there, focusing on antioxidants, as well as helping to keep your body just balanced during times where you kind of emotionally you start tweaking out a little bit. And so this has been something that people are really, really enjoying. As far as people working with us, we have hundreds and thousands, really tens of thousands of customers who use our products and enjoy them and on a regular basis. And all of our customers are introduced to what it is we're doing through affiliates. You can't go to primemybody.com and purchase anything. As I mentioned, you're not going to be able to go to a Whole Foods and do that either. One of the things we're most proud of is not only bringing first class, best, that we believe in the hemp industry products to the marketplace, but we're thrilled to be able to compensate the people that are making the referral to their friends and family, people that they're getting to know, by paying them whenever that happens. And so becoming a customer is simple. The person that invited you out to tonight's Zoom will show you how, if you would like to use our products as a customer of theirs, how you can do that. Or you can actually become a member of our community for $39. You get a number of things with that. You get a discount to all of our products. You get a wholesale discount, as a matter of fact. And if you purchase in bulk, an even greater than wholesale discount. We give you your own website so that in the event that you want to build a business, whether that's sometimes part-time or full-time, then you can do that. You can share that website with people and they can become customers or even business partners of yours so that if they decide to share anything with anyone, you'll get a percentage of those sales as well. You'll get your own back office, no different than Salesforce or Shopify or Infusionsoft or Weebly or Wix. It doesn't matter. You can track sales, orders, commissions. There's a number of trainings available for you back there, both on products, but also on how to build the business as well. And then you'll have access to our rewards plan. It gives you up to 8 different ways in which you can be compensated to earn commissions here at Prime My Body. Now, if you want to do something beyond just getting our products at wholesale, meaning you want to be more than just a customer, you can become an affiliate and take advantage of some of those tools you get with that membership. Typically, the next move someone takes is purchasing a product package. That package ranges from a few $100s to over $1,000. And which package you get has a lot to do with what type of business that you want to build and maybe what type of clientele or friends you might be serving. The person that invited you out to tonight's call will walk you through, I know in their best, that they know how, which one of these packages will meet your needs best. Sarah, if you don't mind, walk us through this slide right here. What is a Fast Builder reward? We're kind of shifting gears now, walking through towards the end of the presentation, these last 10 or 12 minutes or so. So as you're listening, we're going to really speak to you as if we're business partners. We want to show you how our rewards plan works and how it can work for you. You're going to hear some examples of income and how the rewards plan works. But again, I'll just reiterate or even just say for the first time, if I haven't already, there's no guarantees of income. We provide great resources and great tools, but building a business and the success you have is up to you. But with that said, Sarah, talk to us about what a Fast Builder reward is. When people are purchasing product from you, what does that mean? And then in addition to that, you're earning these rewards points. If you don't mind, walk us through what those rewards points do, and then we'll move into the next slide.
Awesome. I'd love to cover this because I love this so much. This is where I make the bulk of my money in these 2 things. So I'm grateful Paul pays us in so many different ways. And the beautiful thing about the Fast Builder rewards is that's exactly what it is. It's fast upfront money that you can get tonight. If you even enrolled and then got a friend to enroll later this evening, you'll make that 25% right off the top. So the beautiful thing is, if somebody decided that they wanted to come in on our smallest package, say, it's about a $267 package, about $300 with tax and shipping, you'll make 25% right off the top, that's $67. What's also cool about that is you also get these rewards points, which I'll go into in a minute. But I want to show you on this bigger pack, where is it? All-inclusive package. It's about a $1,500 package, and it's a really great way to get started in this business because you get to try all of the products and you actually get a couple of each of them. So you have them to use and sample, but then also share with other people who will become potential builders on your team, because that's what we're doing here. We're weaving our dream teams together. So if you sign somebody up on that all-inclusive pack, you'd make $381. That's 25% right off of the top. And then you also get these rewards points. So when you're first getting started, you're going to get 50% of the dollar amount spent until you enroll, or is it 2 or 4, Austin? I don't know if it's qualified or maximized. I forget. 4. Okay. So once you enroll 4 people, 4 active affiliates, you get 80% of the dollar amount spent. And so those points, just like every other company out there right now, you have an opportunity to accumulate points from customers gathered, from affiliates gathered, and other people in your organization as well. And then a lot of these companies, you know, like airlines or hotels or, you know, whatever it is, you can cash them in and get more of that. So if I cash in my airline miles, I can get more flights. What I love about this company, and part of the main reasons that I was drawn here when I saw this presentation, was these points actually turn into money. They turn into straight cash. And I'm really excited about that, because not only am I getting to benefit from my points, but I'm also benefiting from my team. So what's really cool about this, the team building rewards, is actually my favorite part of the comp plan, and also where I've made the most money, because I'm a great team builder. I love connecting people. I love sharing with people how they can benefit not only their own lives, but show other people how to do the same. So let's just say this is me, you, or let's just say this is you. And then you're gonna find 2 people that you wanna come in today. 1 person on your left team and 1 person on your right team. So just keep in mind they're 2 separate teams essentially that you're building. I mean, we play as one big team here at Prime My Body, but in the points area, everybody that accumulates points on the left team, and then everybody accumulates points on the right team, they'll cash out. So just keep in mind, you know, this is a kind of a complex thing. You're not going to learn it from this slide. Definitely get back with the person who invited you to this call to learn more. But the way that it works is when you start building your left team, say you sign up your mom on your left team today, and then you decide to sign up your best friend on your right team, and your mom ordered a package for 200 points, your best friend ordered a package for 200 points. Well, every 200 points cashes out $20. So on top of the fast builder rewards that we just got, that 25%, you'll start to cash out $20 and cycle every week. My favorite thing about this is you don't only get points from people that you bring in. I could bring in my mom, and my mom could bring in somebody, and they could bring in somebody, and I would continue to get points from anybody who came in that organization, regardless if they came through me, as long as they came through someone who came through me. So this is an awesome part. You can make as little as $20 a week, or it maxes out at $75,000 a week, which is definitely my intention. I'll say it every week that I'm on this call to max that out. And again, you know, you have to build a team here. You have to treat it like a business if you want to make money. But again, it's very lucrative, and I've looked at a lot of different comp plans after I said yes to this company, and this is by far the best one that I've seen in the whole industry.
Yeah, one of the things that we really strive to do here at Prime My Body is to meet people where they're at. You know, in a world that everyone is, for the most part, has a phone and it's attached to it. I mean, I literally have mine in my hand. The fact of the matter is that we want to show people how to build a business from their phone. And we believe the hemp industry is one that people are going to be purchasing products from. And if they are, people may as well position themselves in a way so that they can, at minimum, earn enough income to pay for the products that we already know they're going to be purchasing. There's just too many amazing things happening for people mentally, physically, and emotionally in regards to the value hemp is bringing to them. And so we meet people where they're at, whether you want to build a sometimes business or an all the time business or somewhere in the middle. We have a rewards plan that can help serve you and meet your needs. Whether you're brand new, just getting started, we have rookie bonus pools in place where you're able in your first month to earn an extra $500 bonus just for sharing this with people and generating customers, but also business partners who purchase product. We have a rank advancing system so that as you move along the ranks, building a business, you can earn incentive trips, bonuses, and pretty amazing opportunities to do some things around the world. Other areas of our rewards plan I'm not going to touch on today. There's so many of them. The person that invited you out tonight can do that, but they range from matching bonuses to where if you do decide to not only build a customer base, but partner with people, and you build out a network of folks, that you're getting an override on the customers that they're bringing to the table, so forth and so on. The matching bonus is an area where you can collect an override on the income that you're helping other people to earn. The residual rewards plan is attached to that same network you build, but instead of being predicated on income, the bonus you receive is actually on the customers that are purchasing products within that network that you're building. Sherry, you're out of Arizona. You're building a business all across the country. You're seeing it grow in lots of really cool places. You've been a joy to work with. You have an awesome business, but you're someone that takes advantage of all of the systems that are in place. When the company has local, regional, national conventions, you're there. The trainings that are available. People are paid every single week here at Prime My Body. We have an amazing app. Talk to us about how these things, if someone's listening tonight and they're wondering, man, can I build a business? I'm busy. I have a ton going on. What have these systems meant for you in helping you to get started here and build a successful business?
Sure. Yeah. So, that $39 unlocks all these amazing tools. And if you just plug in to these tools that are accessible to us, whether it's the app, whether it's the weekly trainings, these conventions where we can get trained, you will have every tool you need to be able to grow this as a business. I came into this not having done any business like this ever, and just made the commitment to plug in and learn and be coachable and to commit. And I've had a blast growing teams all across the United States. I started out in the Northeast, which is where I grew up and I'm from. I moved out to Arizona about a year ago, got involved with some really great networking communities out here. I've just really put myself out there and made the decision, because I know how impactful these products are in people's lives. I've made that decision to kind of come out of my own comfort zone. I'm a true introvert, never even had a Facebook before I started this business. But because I know the power of what we have, I really feel the need to share it, and it's my mission. So yeah, it's been super fun to grow. I've got some people in Mexico, talking to some people in Japan. And so yeah, it's been a blast. It's been so fun doing this with you guys. The culture of this community is just unbelievable, so heart-centered. I feel like I'm in the middle of this incredible revolution. So
yeah, it's one of the things I'm most proud of is our culture. It's something that people can plug into and feel safe and welcomed. We have so many amazing people, heart-centered individuals that care about bringing value to others. People ask me all the time. I was on a phone call yesterday and someone asked, the people who are having the most success here, what do you think they all hold in common? I said, well, number one, they care about people. Number two, they want to improve upon their own wellness, needs in their life and their own financial needs. And three, they recognize this is a business and it takes work. And they develop their skills and talents in a necessary way to accommodate what it's going to take to have success here as they define it. And the culture and community we have is really beautiful because it supports people in that process of growth. Where we're positioned now, as I mentioned earlier at the very beginning, is an industry that did just over $500 million in the U.S. last year. That's just the United States. And in just the United States, that same industry is expected to grow to 20 to 25 billion just in the next 30 to 36 months. That's not counting what's happening in Japan and Mexico, two countries that we are open, shipping product and doing business in as we speak. And it's not including what's happening in the skincare industry. So I'll end tonight's presentation the same way we began it. Number one, what is the likelihood that you or someone you know is going to be spending money on products that are infused with hemp, cannabinoids, or terpenes from the hemp plant? And number two, what are you doing, or have you done anything, or is it just being brought to your attention tonight that it's even an option to position yourself in front of the growth that this beautiful cannabis industry is providing for so many people? If you've ever had just a little drip of entrepreneur, businesswoman, businessman, wanting to create your own destiny, create extra cash flow type mechanism in you, I think this is something that you deserve to take an honest look at, because our company is truly influencing so many people's lives all across the United States and all across the world. So Sherry, Sarah, thank you so much for being on tonight. Y'all's wisdom and your heartfelt message is much appreciated. And again, y'all are building an incredible business. I'm honored to be business partners of yours. And from wherever it is you're listening to tonight, we're happy you spent a little bit of time with us. And our goal is to bring value to you in whatever way that we can, whether that's as a customer or as an affiliate. So congratulations in advance on getting started here at Prime My Body. And I hope this message on this beautiful Wednesday night met you really well. Take care.